How's it going, guys? This is Jacob with H.I.T with another video. This will be a legs and abs workout video. This was shot on May 18th, 2024. And this will be a voiceover because there's music playing at the gym and I didn't want to get copyright like I did the last time I did a video and just uploaded it with the music in the background. So we're just doing a couple of warm-up sets here with the leg press, but what we'll be looking at doing today is a superset of leg extensions, followed immediately by a set of leg press, and then we'll take a brief rest. We'll move on to a set of hamstring curls, and then we'll take a brief rest, move on to a set of calf raises with the Smith machine, and then take another brief rest, and we'll do a set of ab exercise with the ab core machine. And each one of these will be just one set per exercise, as always. And we're just doing some warm-up sets now, so these aren't working sets. And this is all, if you're first-time viewer, this is all based off the book High Intensity Training the Mike Mentzer Way by John Little, and from various clips that I've heard of Mike Mentzer, which are abundant on YouTube and even Facebook. What is that? Facebook Reels, maybe? Yeah, YouTube is Shorts, Facebook is Reels. And if you've been a subscriber for some time, you'll know the routine. Nothing's changed here. This is home video. Or I say home video, but I'm off the boat right now, so all the exercises I'm doing are within the gym in town, and the other exercises that you see that don't have a setup like this, they're on the boat where I work. So when we do these warm-up sets, we always warm up with the compound exercise. So when we do our supersets, there's a isolation exercise, and then there's compound exercise. The isolation will be the leg extensions, and the compound will be the leg presses. So we want to warm up with the compound exercises to make sure that the hamstrings and the hips and everything else but the quads are warmed up and ready to go for when we do our working set of leg presses. And you as the individual determine when you're warmed up enough to actually start your working sets. And when you first start doing these high intensity trainings, it's going to might take you a little while to figure out what weight and how many reps you can do. So don't get discouraged though. It just takes a little while to figure out what weight you need to do for the rep range you're looking for. So, for instance, with the leg extensions, we're going to shoot for, it recommends 12 to 20 reps in the book. And then leg press, it recommends 12 to 20 reps in the book, but we'll be shooting for 6 to 10 reps on the leg press and 12 to 20 on the leg extensions. And of course, I'm recording this after the fact of doing the workout, so I kind of know around how many reps I did on each exercise. But these are very intense exercises. very intense trainings. And it just never gets old getting that feeling of knowing what's to come whenever I show up to the gym to do them, knowing the feeling that I'm going to have and how much effort I'm going to put out to get that last rep out. So right now we're going up on the second deck and we're going to work on these leg extensions. I think I've got 130 on the stack. So we'll go for 130 on the leg extensions, and then we'll go 450 on a leg press. And ideally, if your gym is set up for it, you want to move right from the leg extension to the leg press as soon as possible. I mean, don't hurt yourself getting over there, but try to get over there as soon as you can. But the way this gym is set up, you got the leg extension machine on the second floor and the leg press machine on the first floor, so it takes a minute to get down there, having to go down a flight of stairs. So here we go with the leg extensions. We're controlled on the way up, hold for a couple of seconds, controlled on the way down. And with the hand placement, you want to have a firm grip, but don't just be holding it too tight. The grips. I heard Mike say in a video that something like the uh, system is your blood system is circulatory. So squeeze too, if you squeeze too hard on the hand grips while you're doing your leg extensions, it hurts the blood flow through the entire body, and we don't want that. And sometimes I don't adhere to that like I should, but I try to anyway when I'm thinking about it. So we're starting to get into them difficult reps. Yeah, see, I just thought I failed there, but I still got a couple more reps in me, I think. A lot of it is mental, just sheer willpower on getting that next rep out. Because your mind will quit before your body will. And I think I'm just about done there. Yeah, I don't think I want to get another rep out of that. Now we've went to positive failure on the leg extensions. We're going to move as quickly as we can down to the leg press machine. See what we can get with the 450. And we're eating in a calorie surplus now. We were in a calorie deficit, so we should be seeing hopefully some significant gains in either weight increase or rep increase, and both in the coming weeks and months. I heard somebody say in a video on one of my leg presses that I had my feet up too high. I'm thinking maybe on this one I might have had it in the right position. And from what I've heard, you want to go back far enough to where your thighs almost meet your ribs. Um, but you don't want to go back much farther than that. And you really don't want to hold it in the bottom position because the knees are incredibly weak. And I think we maxed out there. So we're going to take us a brief rest and then we'll move on to the hamstring curls. And to be honest with you, it's going to take a lot to get me to do this, but I thought about actually taking the hamstring curls out of the workout because I read in the book that Mike recommends people who are just starting to lift the high intensity training way to not do the hamstring curls because when you do deadlifts on chest and back, that's working the whole backside of your body, including your hamstrings. And so you don't want to overtrain by doing the deadlifts and then 5 days later doing the hamstring curls because you're so new at the lifting style. And so we might just take the hamstring curls out altogether. I haven't made up my mind yet, but we'll see. I think what should be the determining factor is if we make any progress with the hamstring curls as far as an increase in weight or reps. If we don't, then maybe we need to cut back on that, which sounds counterproductive, but it's either that or do more, and we definitely don't want to do more because we don't want to overtrain. But so here we go. We're going to go back up to the second deck and we're going to hit the hamstring curl machine. And as you've seen, after I got done doing the leg presses, I had to sit there and take me a breather for a minute because these workouts are incredibly taxing on the body. And so since making this video, actually doing the exercise, I've done also a shoulder and arms workout. I'm behind on uploading the videos, so once I get done uploading this one, doing the voiceover for it and uploading it, then I will upload the shoulders and arms video. But for those of you guys that are new, we work out, let's say this is the 18th. This, when I did this workout was the 18th, so we do the workout on the 18th, we take the 19th, 20th, 21st, and 22nd off, and then we lift again on the 23rd. We take 4 days off in between each workout. I had to get in the lazy man position there for a minute. Still pretty wore out from the leg presses. But what I was saying is we take 4 days of rest. Local muscle recovery takes place somewhat quickly. General uh, body recovery, from the workout takes a little longer. So here we go with the hamstring curls. Try to get a peak contraction at the top. Controlled on the way up. Hold for a couple seconds and then controlled on the way down. Try to get the weight all the way up as far as I can. Wish I would have been a little more controlled on a couple of these reps. Looking back now. That was a good rep. It's just hard once you get up past a certain point on these hamstring curls. It's like it's almost like it takes a little extra to get it up the rest of the way. Yeah, I think I'm about done here. Yeah, I almost had it up. If I'd have had a partner, I would have had him lift it up in the fully contracted position, and I would have lowered it under control. Alright, so we're done with the hamstring curls. We'll go back downstairs, move on to a set of calf raises with the Smith machine. You'll see when I get down there, I originally thought that maybe I would use the leg press for the calf raises, which I need to figure out something else. I swore up and down when I was on the boat that I was going to do them the same way on the boat. I was going to do it at home, but for whatever reason, I still go back to the Smith machine, which is, I don't know. I don't know what it is about it, but it's just uncomfortable. Doesn't feel right. Never can get it to feel right. I'd like to use the leg press, but I can't get a good stretch on the negative. I need to get a block or something maybe and tie it around the plate there, or the platform, I guess you'd call it. If I could do that so I could get a good stretch on the way down, I would much prefer using the leg press over the Smith machine, because it takes the weight off the back. And Mike Mincer said that was his favorite way to do it because it takes the weight off the back as well. Also, I don't have a calf raise machine, but that's not, these are all pretty much excuses, but because a Smith machine will work just fine. It just doesn't feel natural or right to me. So there you see, my bottom of my foot's hitting there's a right there where I got my right foot right now. Well, both feet actually. Right there is where my feet are hitting on the bottom whenever I put my feet up on the platform. So if I could maybe strap a block to the platform, maybe I could get a better stretch on the way down. And right here, I'm trying to feel out if that bar that goes across will work for the calf raises, but it puts my knees in a pretty bad position, and I didn't want to go about doing it that way and then something go wrong and then jack my knees up. But we'll just do it with the Smith machine instead. And I believe with the hamstring curls I did 105 was the weight on the hamstring, the machine there. And what we're going to do here is going to be 180, I believe, plus the bar, which the bars on these Smith machines are only like I think it's 11 pounds. It's not much. Get our block ready there, and we'll put a couple of 45-pound plates on it to hold it down so it doesn't tip back on us whenever we do our calf raises. It's a pretty short workout. By the time this video is all said and done, it'll be 29 minutes. And as we get better at knowing what weight we need to use and getting more familiar with the machines, we can probably save some time off of that. That's one way to increase intensity in your workouts, is either increase weight or increase reps or both, or decrease the amount of time it takes you to perform the workout. You don't want to be in a dead sprint in between each exercise. You want to make sure your cardiovascular system's in check before you start another exercise. But you don't want to waste too much time in between them either. So I kind of put the bar up a little too high on the rack there. Can't remember if I get it down. Yeah, I think I do. I end up getting it down, yeah. Next time I'll put it down a little lower if I use the Smith machine, but we're going for 6 to 10 reps here. And try to get all the way up on the tippy toes as well. And that'll do it for the calf raises. We'll take us a brief rest and then we'll move on to ab exercise with the ab core machine. I guess I do put the weights up from this exercise. Typically what I've been doing when I'm home is I'll go through all the exercises, then I'll go back and I'll clean all the equipment and put the weights up, so that way I'm not wasting time doing it, going from exercise to exercise. But I guess on this exercise I decided to go ahead and rack the weights, or re-rack the weights, before going to the next exercise. So here we go back up to the second deck. We'll hop on this ab core machine. I think what we put on here is 37.5 pounds maybe. There's a stud or a rod on the back, whatever you want to call it, to put the weight on to make these weighted, make this a weighted ab exercise. And I ended up, I think, like maybe a 25, a 10, and a 2.5, somewhere in there. And for whatever reason, every time I get to this machine, I don't know if it's somebody that had long legs before me or what, but that bottom section always seems to be way down far from me. So I gotta adjust it. Alright, here we go. This will be the last exercise of the workout. Controlled. Hold for a second or two. Controlled on the way down. These are very easy to do forced reps with, by the way. If you're familiar with this training, or if you're just starting this training and you want to do forced reps with an exercise like this is a very easy one to do it with, because you try to use your core for your reps. Try to refrain from using your legs and your hands too much. But when you get to that point of positive failure where you can't get another rep with your core, then you can easily use your hands and legs to crank out another rep or two. Starting to get pretty rough there. Ain't got much longer to go, less than a minute. So, fixing to get into these last couple of reps. Hell, that might have been the last one there. Yeah, I don't think I get any more. Well, maybe I do. But I'm going to take these last few seconds to tell you guys thank you for watching. Please like, comment, share, subscribe. The video after this one will be a shoulder and arms workout. I have been working out. I've just been late on uploading the videos. But thank you guys for tuning in. And I'll see you guys in the next one.